Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am sad because it is May 8th and today is officially my last morning here in Bali, Indonesia. I will be headed back to the United States, Charlotte, North Carolina. I have a 10:35 a.m. flight to Delhi, India. Then we have a 10-hour layover there. And from Delhi, we go to Vienna, Austria. And from there, we go to New York. And then New York back home to Charlotte. Wow. I got up this morning around 5 on the dot, actually, because I wanted to have enough time to shower, as well as to kind of pack my stuff and to think about a lot of stuff and to think about the overall trip, right? Man, this off the grid chapter of my life is so needed, but it's also so scary because it's like I know I have to lose certain parts of myself to gain this new self. I have to lose certain people and certain conversations, certain patterns, and I have to lose the word yes in some ways and fully trust and embrace the word no. The only thing that I kept hearing a lot of things. Let me take that back, but something that I just kept hearing while I was here looking around was blessed and discipline. I just kept hearing those same words, blessed and discipline, blessed and discipline. On the spectrum of like, man, Jarrell, you are so blessed to be able to take this trip, to have a job, to have good health, and honestly, to be stress-free and worry-free. And that there are certain areas in my life that I really must become more disciplined. You guys know I talk about it in other podcasts, but I suffer from hypertension. I suffer from blood pressure, right? And I ate some really good food here. And I honestly feel like I picked up the salt shaker. I picked it up twice. I did. I picked it up twice. First time, like a few, because the salt over here is just a little bit bigger. It's not table salt, but it was like maybe 5 or 6 little grains of salt came out. And yesterday I tried to put some salt on some food and like the salt shaker was like clogged up. And I just took that as a sign to be like, it's not needed. Did I still finish the food and eat it? I sure did. And after finishing that plate, I honestly 100% realized that you're right. It's not needed. And that is what this off the grid series of my life will consist of. Getting rid of things that just are not needed. I met some amazing people here in Bali from all over the world. I met some friendly people. I met some kind people. I even connected with a couple when I ate breakfast morning before last. And they were from Australia. And they were just telling me, and we were talking about how the world has just changed and how it's so different and how we are spoiled here in Bali simply off of the customer service and the human interaction. You know, I think I may have talked about it on a previous episode of Off the Grid, but man, over here, when you sit down and you eat, you don't see people on cell phones texting. You don't see people with earbuds in their ear. You don't see people when you pull up, they outside smoking and like you gotta wait until they get in to put your order in. You don't see people skipping each other in line. You don't see people acting a fool. You just don't see that stuff. And this has been one of the most mentally relaxing and spiritually relaxing vacations that I've ever, ever taken. My life is completely changed um, off this Bali experience. I didn't know how much I truly 100% needed this. I knew I wanted it, but I didn't know I needed it. I've learned things about myself that are shocking, yet a little bit scary, but also loving. Learned a lot about my confidence, right? Learned a lot about my health. Learned a lot about tunnel vision here. Like sometimes when you are reaching a goal in your life, or you just know that there's just change and it just needs to happen, you have to have tunnel vision, man. You have to be able to be in a position and in a place to just tell people no. You got to be in a position to just say, no, that does not work for me. I'm not interested. Hey, I'm going to sit this one out. And even in my situation, you got to be willing to go completely off the grid. Completely off the grid. You know? And I'm excited about how things will look when I get back home. Yeah. I didn't have the best day yesterday. I'll tell you that. I won't get into that. But I really didn't get an opportunity to fully enjoy my last full day of Bali, and for some reason I just can't shake that right now. But what I can say that I also learned is I cannot give people power over my time and energy. I can't. And that is what I allowed to happen yesterday. And I can't take it back, right? Can't go back and change time, but I can learn. I can. So as I stare out the Bali balcony, I know that's what I call it. As I stare out the Bali balcony this morning and just soak things in, I can 100% say that I will miss Bali, but I definitely will be back. I'll be back. Sound like the Terminator. I'll be back. So yeah, we're gonna have a long flight home. So energetically wise, I'm kind of pacing myself for that. Because I know that's gonna kind of, and it's really more of anything, it's just that layover. It's that 10-hour layover in Delhi. But I got me some good movies downloaded, got me some good music downloaded. So it's gonna be good. Gonna make the best out of it. And we will go from there. So you all send us some traveling grace and mercy as we travel back to the United States. And there will be more of Off the Grid. And the episodes will continue after me returning home. Once again, my social media will completely be disconnected. And the only way for people to know how I am, what's going on with me, how this process of Off the Grid looks and is going for me, is going to simply be through my podcast. This trip has also taught me, that social media has completely fried my brain. Waking up in the morning, grabbing my phone, scrolling, not really having a daily practice, not really being consistent with the daily practice, not even taking time out for myself, right? But we'll give Instagram and Facebook and all of these other things, and people will give them limitless time. So it's like I was telling my homegirl the other day. It's like how people we say that you want to get your money's worth. I am at a place in my life where I want to get my hours worth. There are 24 hours in a day. 8 to 9 of them I spent at work. 6 to 7 of those I spent sleeping. So let's just say 9 and 7. That's what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 16 hours. That means I have 8 hours left in the day. And with those 8 hours left in the day, I want to be out living my life. I want to be out doing things that make me happy. I want to be out in peace, man. And even if that means me being by myself, man. I think this trip also taught me more and more that I just like being by myself. When you are, when you're by yourself, you don't have to worry about people. You don't have to accommodate. You don't have to consider as much. You can just do you. And I'm not just talking about, here in Bali. I'm talking about in life in general. You can really dead ass just do you. Just do you. And that's where I am in my life right now. I'm just at a place like I just want to do me. I don't want to take on any complaining, any whining, anything from anybody right now in my life. This area of my life right now is very much so get up and go. When there's something that I want to do, I'm just going to get up and go do it. If I give myself a deadline to be somewhere on time, I'm going to be there on time. And, usually in the U.S., I would be like with friends. We'll say, hey, well, let's go somewhere and eat at 4 o'clock. I'm like, okay. 4 o'clock will come. People are not there. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I am late. Sometimes I am late. Whether that be to me trying to, because I'm still kind of somewhat getting used to Charlotte, or trying to find parking, or sometimes just simply running late. I've learned that on this trip that it's so important to be on time. And it's so important to respect people's time. Because when you're late, you take time away from whatever that experience is supposed to be. You take that time away. So I no longer want to take time away from myself. I'm also choosing not to take time away from other people. So what that basically means is if you reach out to me and you say, hey, let's go eat lunch, let's go have dinner, let's meet up at 5, I am going to be leaving 30 minutes early. When I get there at 5 o'clock, I am going in and I am sitting down. I am not waiting to order drinks. I am not waiting to order appetizers. I am not waiting to order my food. If we said 5 is the time. I'm not wasting my time anymore. I'm not wasting my time anymore. And I think the biggest thing is when you look at people and realize that they don't respect your time or they just have no respect of time. Throw a kickback at your house, you tell people to be there at this specific time because of set reasons. People still just show up late. Like we have just gotten to a place where we just, like here, when we were talking about people in the restaurants and how you just have an interaction, face-to-face interaction, we said that things are like that here because people dead ass need their jobs here. We take time for granted. I've taken it for granted. And in some level, we take people for granted. So this trip has changed my life. It has honestly changed my life. And I'll never be the same. So that is That's kind of really all I got. Our driver's going to be here at 7:40, 7:45 to come pick us up. So I want to make sure that I'm on time downstairs and that I'm ready, right? And I may do some recording when I get to Delhi. Just depends. But yeah, y'all be blessed, be safe, and be good. And until next time.